So today we are going to discuss about the introduction part of the Power BI. Simply I can say overview of the Power BI. What is Power BI? What we are going to learn in Power BI. So these things we are going to discuss today. So now this concept Power BI, it is pure data warehouse environment. In the same way, Power BI tool is used to perform data analysis and creating different types of visualizations. That is the purpose of Power BI, basically. So now, what is this data warehouse and what is this business intelligence? Because in Power BI, BI stands for business intelligence. So business intelligence is for decision making purpose. But there are some doubts now. What is data warehouse? Why we are using data warehouse? In the same way, what is this decision making? These are common doubts. So let's see that. Decision making means, for example, you are working with some organization as data analyst. Suppose some e-cart business. So, for example, there is some mobile or some other, something like bike. 2021, they are given some offer on bike. Suppose 20% off. There's some festival, some Pongal festival. They're given 20% off. How many units sold? Correct. So, what is profit? What is the root cause analysis? So root cause analysis means, okay, fine. So we have given 20% of the offer on bike price. So this number of units sold out, and this is the profit we got. So some analysis must be there. That's what we are doing there, right? In the same way, same like 2022 Pongal. Suppose they are giving 20% off. So like this. So now they're getting more profit than last year. Okay, fine. So but profit level not reached last year, then what to do? This is analysis only, right? Make what is the problem? Is there any problem with the product, or is there any problem with the percentage of the offer, right? In the same way, just check with competitors also, because different same product available in different sites. For example, got my point? So this type of things we're going to do in business, right? So there we are going to work with the analysis tools, data analysis tools. Is it clear? So now Coming to next scenario. This business intelligence concept is part of data warehouse. Actually, what happens, suppose you have some database. By using that database only, you're going to perform operations, analysis related operations. That's what happens generally. For example, you are working with some organization. They're maintaining some data source. For example, SQL Server data source. So this SQL Server is RDBMS database. So this is comes under OLTP environment. OLTP stands for Online Transaction Process, and these databases comes under volatile databases. Got my point? And see here, important thing is OLTP stands for what? Online Analytical Process. Online Transaction Process. These databases comes under volatile databases. Volatile means any time you can modify data in the database. Got my point? For example, you take banking sector. Suppose you want to open some bank account online only. You can connect it to bank application. You can fill the form, right? After that, you can click on OK button. So that means you are going to send your data to bank. So where that data is going to store, tell me. That is going to store in bank database, right? And in the same way, you can go for some operations in your bank account like deposits, withdrawals, balance inquiry, online transfer, right? And different types of operations you are going to perform. So that means what's happening here, your data is going to modify. That's my point. So data is going to modify means these databases contains only current data. Okay, fine. What is the problem with current data? Tell me. Because when we are working with databases, data warehouse technologies, performance is important. Performance means what? Speed, accessing speed of the databases comes under performance. Right? That is the meaning of performance. So now you are going to perform analysis operation with volatile data. You cannot provide performance because suppose you are going to perform some analysis, same time data is going to modify. Then how can you finish your task? You cannot finish, right? And you cannot finish your task. That is the problem. So because of that reason only, we need some database which maintains historical data, no modifications. Then only we can go for analysis. Am I right or not? That's what data warehouse database. So this technology, data warehouse technology, comes under OLAP technology. Online analytical process. and it is comes under non-volatile environment. Non-volatile means what? No modifications. Okay, now. So here, what is the difference here between data source and data warehouse database? This is volatile. This is non-volatile. Non-volatile means what? No modifications. That is the difference between data sources and a data warehouse database. Suppose you copied data from different data sources to data warehouse database, then you are not going to modify data, right? You are not going to modify data. So you are not going to modify data means your database contains only historical data that is required for data warehouse purpose. Okay. Na? So now coming to next scenario, what is the relation between data warehouse and Power BI? Because I said like Power BI is data warehouse tool, right? And see, in Power BI, generally we are going to copy data from different data sources to Power BI environment. After that, here we are going to work with the transform data, working with the DAX and working with the visualizations creation. So transform data DAX. When I'm talking about transformation, so DAX, you feel like data is going to modify. No, data is not going to modify there. Transformations means, for example, there is some table in the source. For example, we have employee table. So employee table contains some salary column. Okay, na? So now you are going to copy data from data source to Power BI, but you need data only for this condition. Salary greater than 3,000 data only required. Got my point? Suppose you want to copy this type of data, what to do? You are going to work with transformation. In transformations, you are going to write some condition, right? You are going to write some condition. What is the condition? Salary greater than 3,000. Got my point? So this type of operations comes under transformations. You're doing like this means the data is not going to modify. You're just copying only required data into Power BI environment, right? So next to DAX. DAX means data analysis expressions, calculations purpose. Generally, calculations purpose we are using DAX. So for example, you have monthly sales amount copied from source to Power BI. Now you are going to create some visualization. So there you are going to use Annual sales amount. But annual sales amount is not there in the database. What is there? Only monthly sales amount is there. Right? So how to make it into annual sales amount? So some multiplication. Right? So here also, you're not going to modify data, right? So that's what DAX. So then you're going to work with visualizations. Visualizations means what? Reports creation. Got it? And so here you go for transformation. So DAX, but data is not going to modify. That's why it is data warehouse environment, OLAP environment. Okay, na? Non-volatile environment. OLAP environment means non-volatile environment. So how the data is going to copy from source to Power BI means by using some ETL tools. General scenario. But coming to Power BI itself ETL, because transformations means ETL all. Extraction, transformation, load. No need to go for any ETL tool. By using Power BI only, you can extract data, transform data, load data. Right? And different types of operations you are going to perform. Got it? So coming to next scenario, we have some building blocks for Power BI, like Power Query, Power View, Power Pivot. Right. So Power Query means transformations part. Right. So even this Power Pivot part is also related to data only. Actually, you can divide this course, Power BI course, into parts. Data related, visualization related. Got it? So Power Query, Power Pivot, data related operations. In the beginning, you are going to extract a data, then transform data, DAX, then you are going to finalize the data. Get my point? So after finalizing data only, you can go for Power View, report creation. Get my point? This is the way like how we are working. Got it? So your important thing is if you want to work with the transformation, so DAX, you need SQL queries. So now some people ask me, sir, is there any prerequisite for this training? No, there is no prerequisite basically. But the thing is, if you know SQL queries, they're useful for you when you are working with the transformations or DAX. So because of that reason only, in Power BI training, we are going to start with SQL queries. We are going to discuss SQL queries in the beginning, then we are going to start with Power BI. Got my point? In the same way, we are going to provide you free training also, SQL free training also. Right? And so these are really important for us. Prerequisites. So coming to next scenario. Suppose I'm going to discuss only these things, only topics in the training. You can get knowledge, topic related knowledge, but you cannot get real time. So real time means what happens, suppose you have knowledge in the subject. How to use these topics in real time environment. Process, real time process. That is important. So for that purpose, we are going to work with some mini project. I'm not saying it is real time project because real time project we cannot. So some mini project type of. The thing is, in this I'm going to explain clearly. Okay, from where the project is going to start development in Power BI. Right? So what are the steps we are going to perform in Power BI development environment? So these things I'm going to discuss clearly in this process. Okay, now? So I think it is useful for you. Useful when you are working in real environment, when you are attending interviews. Got it? So in the same way, I'm going to spend some time on SQL, SSIS, only some scenarios. Because this tool, SSIS tool, is ETL tool basically, right? And it's from Microsoft only. But why I'm going to at least basic things about SSIS. Why I'm going to discuss these things, Power BI can perform transformations. But what is Power BI? Power BI is data analysis tool, report creation tool. But SSIS is only ETL. How to perform ETL operations? Extraction, transformation, load. Right? So these things. That's why I'm going to discuss SSIS. In the beginning, we are going to start with SQL queries, then Power BI, then SSIS. Finally, we are going to work with that project. Got my point? This is what the scenario we are doing. In the same way, if you know something about Azure, and Azure means cloud environment, Microsoft Cloud. Okay. So if you know something about Azure, it will help you, no doubt. So we have some other ADF concept. ADF means Azure Data Factory, like SSIS. SSIS is on-premises ETL. ADF is cloud ETL. That my point.
Sir, sir, on-premises means?
I'll tell you. See, so on-premises ETL, cloud ETL, basic knowledge. These things we are going to discuss. That means you're going to get some knowledge related to cloud also, Azure cloud also. So here I said like I used some words. On-premises means you are going to install required softwares in our local environment only. You are only going to maintain. So that is on-premises. Cloud means somebody that some provider there, they're going to offer you environment. So you are going to use that your required environment and you're going to pay for that. You are not going to maintain anything in your local environment. Pay as you go. Okay, just so these are the things required for us. Okay, fine, they're going to provide. You can use them, right? But so that means you're not going to install, you're not going to maintain in our local environment anything. So where is the thing? So your environment you're going to maintain in cloud. For that you're going to pay them. Got my point? So that is the difference between on-premises and cloud. Actually, not Power BI, this is actually Power BI training. In the same way, we have ADF training also. Today evening, 7 o'clock, ADF training is going to start. So the ADF is pure ETL. Even we have openings for ADF also in the market. Market is fine. So if you go to Power BI, if you go to ADF, what happens, it is suitable for even non-technical people also. The reason is there is no coding. Little queries knowledge is required. Anyhow, queries we are going to discuss in this training, right? Queries training we are going to discuss, right? So these are the things we have. Okay, so this is overall training we are going to do. And we will give recording sessions. Already this session is recording. Coming to SQL Server, I'll give you SQL material and queries. Power BI only recorded session. And Power BI we can provide and interview questions. Okay, these things we are going to provide. So installation related help, databases, everything I can take care. No problem. Okay. No? So now tell me if you have any questions, please.
Hi, sir.
Yeah, Rishikesh.
Yeah. So this course is not going to live or just provided the session only, recorded session.
Not recorded. How we are doing today, same way.
Okay, okay. And you are going to only Power BI for desktop, not mobile and all the things, right?
Mobile is smallest part. Power BI mobile, Power BI report builder. Those are common things.
Okay, so you are going to actual main core part, right?
Everything will be covered. You can download our course content from the DURGASOFT website. There mentioned that.
Okay, so all the Power BI related, all the things you are covered, right?
Yeah. So all means whatever we mentioned in the course content.
Okay, okay, okay. And it's like going to 1 month, right? Till
Yeah.
included SQL with 1 month, or it's more
See,
than that?
complete SQL Server training, we are giving separate batch. Evening 5 o'clock batch. Next week it is going to start. Pre-batch for Power BI students. Okay. No?
Okay.
That is different. Including that means only Power SQL takes around 15 to 20 sessions, right? But here only
Okay. So
refresh.
okay, 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 okay. And sir, it's like start today this batch to till end. It's going on only 8 a.m. right? It's no change timing.
Not changes, only 8 a.m. Only 8 a.m.
Okay. Yeah, because that's the it's like for my time. Other time I it's like don't join. Okay, sir.
No,
Okay.
they're not going to change time.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah,
And one more thing, that you just told that Azure Data Factory is not required for as a Power BI developer, right?
not required. That is a different course.
Okay. Because I am right now I'm working. I have 3 years plus experience. I'm background to the development part, but I
Hmm.
just need to right now it's like going with the Power BI, so understanding and working. So that's why I'm just learning.
Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yes. Yeah.
Hello, sir.
Right. Anybody, any questions, please?
Hello, sir.
Tell me, please.
Sir, you told that ADF is a ETL thing. Huh?
Yeah.
Azure Data Factory is a ETL thing. No?
ETL only.
Yes. Then ADF is also important in Power BI. No?
Why ADF is required for Power BI? Because in Power BI only we can go for ETL, right?
Yes, sir. But suppose a organization is working on cloud only, not in-house things. Okay. Then we need a ADF for the data
See,
extraction
if
and
the
transformation.
organization is working with the cloud, really they are implementing ETL and they are working with the Microsoft environment only they go for ETL, I mean ADF. Okay, no? So, but they are using EDF, but Power BI is not mandatory for ADF. Prakash. Okay.
Yes, I know.
Report
Because
purpose after
Power
ADF
BI.
report based purpose, they can go for some other tools, right? Okay. No? So,
There is some other tools also
yeah, why
for
not?
ETL cloud.
So, yeah. So there is no dependency between Power BI and ADF. Okay.
But if we learn ADF, it will be good thing, sir.
Yeah, that's your choice. Definitely.
Okay, sir.
Right. Anybody, please? Any question?
Hello, sir. Good morning.
Tell me. Yeah.
Sir, I am a civil engineer.
Okay.
I have 5 years of experience in civil, but I want to switch my career in IT. That's why I was looking for this Power BI.
Hmm.
Will it help me to get a job after completion of this course? My main concern is to get a job because I want to switch my career. And is it possible?
The thing is, IT means everything is practical,
Okay, sir.
complete practical oriented. If you can do hard work, if you can go for practice every day, you can get the job, you can survive. So, but just finishing training, not practicing, then there will be no use, right? Right. But
So, sir,
practical knowledge is required. Practice.
okay. Yeah, I will do hard work because I want to switch, and that's why
Yeah.
I'm
Then you
getting.
can do it, no problem. Okay.
And is it a Power BI developer course or what?
Or be a developer.
It is a Power BI developer.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah. Okay.
Sir, another question left actually.
Hmm. Tell me.
Yes, sir. Sir, any non-IT background student, if
Yeah. Why
uh,
not? That's what I told in the demo also.
no, no, I got it. But
Non-IT
the you told that the project things is necessary, no? Live project.
live project.
In the sense with you told that practical knowledge is necessary or anything.
Yeah.
So we need to do
Real knowledge is
live project
necessary.
something.
The live project thing you can do in the company only. Okay. Don't expect live project outside organization because in real time you are going to work with the terabyte size of the databases. Who can provide terabyte size of the databases live project? Nobody can. The training part, right? So project process we can explain. That's what I'm also doing in. Okay.
Sir, we are going cloud also in that?
No, cloud is different. There is no relation
No, no, no.
between uh,
No, no.
Power BI.
Power, Power BI with cloud, no. We are just going with the like inbuilt our it's like as a system only, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
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 Any questions?
No, sir, from my side.
Okay, right then. So tomorrow, same time, same go to meeting link. We're going to start with the training. Okay, na? If anybody wants to continue, connect it to same time, same meeting link. See you tomorrow then.